Okay, I got a NILE monitor inside this giant plastic ball. He's got plenty of room. It took a while to get him in there, but I feel like this is a pretty safe way for him to interact with my cats. They can't hurt him, he can't hurt them. And if he wants to move around, he could actually move around there, make that ball move. But it's been kind of still. He's still getting used to surroundings. It was stubborn getting him in there. And I always treat him real good, so he knows that nothing's really going to happen to him. He's smart enough to figure out that he's safe in that ball, but you can hear him hissing. He's trying to do that defensive hissing. You can see his eyeball there.
There's Mitzi.
Both cats are farther away. They're trying to...
Oh,
they know that there's something in there. They're smart enough to realize it. He's got some good hissing going on here. Come here, kitty. They're kind of spooked. They're not acting normal either.
Mitzi. Mitzi. Come here, Mitzi. Come here, Mitzi. Come on.
And this plastic ball, I bet the pet shop, there's one side that screws off, and that's how he got him in there.
Angie, you're the alpha cat. Look at that. Now you don't have to be bored anymore.
And I taped it so there's no chance of him getting out. So he really can't scratch, he can't bite, can't do anything to anyone, he can't really hurt anyone.
Yeah.
There. That was the wake-up call there. And I interact with my monitor on a daily level, but I don't get all crazy trying to grab him every time and upset him. I give him space, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to put him in this ball here.
Mitzi. Gingy.
All he did was hiss and whip before I got him in there, but and it's fairly warm in here. If he gets cold, I'll put him on my lap if I have to warm him up a little. But they say at the pet shop, buy these balls because this is the best way that you can clean the aquarium without having your, it's a good place to keep your pet while you're cleaning your aquarium and stuff like that. And you can put any kind of reptile in there if you want, or any kind of rabbit. There's plenty of little lines that have cracks for the air to circulate. So he's doing good in there. I feed him well. He's got his water. I got to change water soon. I'll do that before I put him back, but you can see my cat. This is a different type of cat. This cat gets along with all animals. The other one's not really, but if he ever becomes friends, he could actually become friends with this cat here.
He's the fat cat.
Because everyone knows Niles, they're very defensive, somewhat territorial, but it's a different type of defense. It's more like the defense, like stay the hell away from me kind of defensive. And he's a nice animal. I had him since he was only about 3 to 4 inches long. Now he's probably, I'd say he's about 16 inches with the tail right now. And this ball is pretty big. This is I think it was a 16-inch ball.
He was just watching the Geico lizard.
Oh, he was? Yeah. He can watch TV in there.
Yeah, see?
We want him to interact with us a little more. He's always up in the same aquarium, and it's kind of boring, so...
Come on, little darling. Come to me. Come to Mommy.
He's just chilling in there.
Look at this. Look at the tail.
But they always say Niles like to roam around and climb on stuff. If he wants to walk around that ball, he could actually generate that ball to move around. He hasn't done it yet. I got this idea from seeing on YouTube. They had someone had put a saltwater crocodile inside of a small ball like this, and it was walking around. But I guess maybe this is a big change, and he'd rather just be still, because Niles tend to tense up and stand defensively still.
Sit on my lap. See, he feels safe when he's up in my arms. He's my big baby here.
I've done that thing too where you put the Nile in the bathtub with you, and I had jeans and my shoes on. And my bathroom's not the warmest though, and he was in the bathtub walking around and smelling my leg. I was the only thing warm in the bathtub, so he did crawl on me.
Oh, you let him walk around in the
One
bathroom?
time I did.
Wow.
Several times I was trying to get him used to me. I don't know, it didn't really work out as well as I wanted because he was just instinctively smelling me and trying to stay warm on my leg. But the bathtub's kind of cold.
Ooh. Gingy spit at him.
Here comes the kitty. You can hear that hiss.
Unfortunately, this appealing location is also a hub of another kind of activity. Tornadoes.
No one can get hurt though. See, that's the beauty of this.
Tornadoes that predominate in the Plains region to the west of St. Louis. These are the most deadly and violent tornadoes, usually formed in supercell thunderstorms.
A supercell thunderstorm is the most intense thunderstorm that occurs in the atmosphere that has a very intense rotating updraft within it. That's where you start to get the tornado formation.
St. Louis also gets clobbered by tornadoes that are more common to the Mississippi Valley.
See, they're both hissing at each other.
Tennessee. These tornadoes form in what are known as squall line storms.
A squall line basically is a line of thunderstorms.
It's entertaining.
Really long lines. You can have tornadoes along.
Believe me, my Nile can take this because I give him lots of space to himself. I always treat him well.
Tornadoes have hit St. Louis County in every month except November and December.
It's kind of unique out here.
And it's a season that could produce a major tornado at any time. It's a humid weekday.
Look at his tail.
With
Like
temperatures
a squirrel.
A storm is brewing as the Cardinals prepare to play an afternoon game at Busch Stadium.
They both be hissing, man.
Officials wonder if it could bring a tornado.
The tornado season overlaps perfectly with baseball season here in St. Louis. Tornadoes are typically more frequent in late afternoon.
His tail.
Evening. It's about the same time that we're playing baseball.
He is freaking out, yeah.
This morning, meteorologists at the National Weather Service have designed a weather system with the potential
I think the cat's more afraid than the lizard is right now.
Yeah, look at that tail.
The current state of the atmosphere, what the wind speeds are like in the upper levels.
They study winds blowing at different speeds and directions at different levels of the atmosphere. A possible indication.
Mom, you could turn that TV down just a little, maybe, because
okay.
it's interfering with the recording here.
Look at these storms.
This is this stupid weather shit.
I know.
When you think of a tornado forming, a lot of ingredients have to come together.
Meteorologists believe that enough of these
Where's Mitzi?
ingredients are present and issue a tornado watch.
Well, so far he hasn't roamed around much at all. He's very still, but I take good care of him, man. I feed him a good portion a week. He gets his live mice, he gets his canned food, fresh water, plenty of space. I don't try to stress the hell out of him. This is like the first time that he's been out of his cage for a while, but you know, this ball's coming in handy. I mean, he might start to get to like this ball. Maybe he'll crawl in by himself next time, because he does try to get out of the aquarium sometimes when I got the lid off. See, and no one gets hurt. He can whip that tail if he wants. It's not going to hurt anyone. Here comes the cat for investigation. Well, this is going to be one video. I'll make another one